-30, Boomer Knights, probably one of the hardest things you can do in the game. Watch this. And there you go. There you have it. Okay? It was a little bit jarring. They should have died a lot quicker. Matter of fact, we're getting round 2 in. After this. Hold on. Get my grenade back. Hold on. Round 2. Round 2. Cause I ain't like how they was kind of hiding from me a little bit. There you go. There you go. This what I was looking for. This what I was looking for. That under grenade out. Yep, this what I was trying to show y'all. This what I was trying to show y'all, bro. Cause they was running. They was a little hiding. They was a little too much peekaboo. Like they were doing too much of that for me, bro. They were doing too much of that peekabooing. There goes the build. Okay. Now what's going on here? What's going on here? What up, guys? Alchemist here. Something nice for you. Peek the drip. Come on now. Come on now. Alright. So I'm gonna put gameplay at the end of this video. I usually put it in the top right corner, but I want to see how y'all feel about me showing off the build full screen at the end of the video. So let me know in the comment section if that's what y'all prefer. Me showing y'all build at the beginning and then gameplay at the end instead of being in the top right corner. Okay, it'll make it a longer video, but at least y'all have just a plain view of the build. Okay, now today we are utilizing Lucky Raspberry. Do not mind the ornament I have on it. This is Lucky Raspberry. Okay, Lucky Raspberry got buffed this expansion, and y'all know I was holding love for this exotic before the expansion, and they buffed it up, and I feel like I poured my energy into Bungie to do this. Okay, so basically what Bungie did is, and I said this in my video, I said I wish we would get grenade energy from every trigger of the jolt, not just applying the jolt. And Bungie listened, and that's what they did. So now whenever we apply jolt or trigger jolt, we get arcbolt grenade energy. So pay attention to my grenade bar down, my grenade energy bar down there. When I throw this arcbolt grenade and I jolt them, you see, I just got all that energy. I got my grenade back again. And then I got it back again. So as long as I'm triggering jolts, I get grenade energy back. And I can spam it consistently. Even if I'm beating up on one enemy, it will trigger it. Okay? So that's the main thing about arcbolt grenade. Bungie, I'm happy y'all did this change. There's one thing I want, Bungie, just one thing. Buff up the arcbolt grenade. Just a little bit, just a little, give it like a 10%, 20% buff. Even if you want to just put it on the exotic itself, Bungie, that would make me happy. But I'm finally happy to say Hunters got a grenade build now, okay? Hunters do have a grenade build outside of Gunpowder Gamble, obviously. Hunters have a grenade build. So I wanted to make a way to juice this up even more, okay? The stats you want to go for in this build is 200 grenade stat. I didn't have the armor for it, so I got 2 fonts in. No matter how you do it, 200 grenade stat to give that arcbolt grenade the extra damage you need that I was talking about, right? 100 class stat in this build, and try to get 100 super in this build. That's what you want. 200 grenade, 100 super, 100 class. Okay? Now, the weapon we're using, Praxic blade. Y'all been asking me to make Praxic blade builds. I got y'all. I got some more 100 builds, but this is Praxic blade may be a part of some of them, and may not be a part of some of them. But I got some intricate 100 builds as usual for you guys, because I'm a hunter man. We're using Praxic blade, and the forms you want to use is balanced form, so you do more damage to rank and file enemies, and rapid final blows grant you ammo. We don't have the offensive one, but you know, when that comes out, you'll replace it with this. Okay. We're running impact core in this one, so that melee hits does a debuff. We're rocking void super so that we weaken the enemies. That is very important for the artifact. Okay, I'm rocking the new rocket pulse rifle to give me some bolt charges and trickle charge, get reloaded. So yeah, just more bolt charge make the arcbolt grenade do more damage whenever I trigger it. And then I'm rocking Submergent as my heavy to get just do some good DPS damage, something on the build to do some DPS damage to bosses, right? Now, artifact. The main thing you want in an artifact is kinetic synthesis. Okay, just make it that As you kill with the swords, it make ammo bricks out there, so you have infinite ammo basically. You should never run out of ammo for your Praxic blade because of this artifact perk specifically. Okay. Have on what is it called? Gravitic Volt Tac freaking charge, whatever, how you say that crap. Have this on so you have another armor charge in your build, so you have 4 instead of 3. You want power from pain on, so you get rapid final blows against weakened combatants, grant you devour. That's what the sword is doing. Every sword hit we do does weaken. So as we kill enemies with the sword, we'll get devour in this build. When we got devour on, that means we get grenade energy for each kill we get, making it that we get our arcbolt grenade back even quicker than what y'all was seeing. We got singularity blade on, so while we got a void elemental buff on, so that's devour or invisibility is the first swing, we'll do a weakening burst on enemies that we kill with the sword. Okay. Then we have on dielectric that make it that defeating arc debuff target get us bolt charge. Everybody don't have jolt on them because we're spamming arc bolt grenades while we running around for sword. Okay, so everybody gonna be arc debuff, so just giving us bolt charges. So when we swing on enemy stuff, we can trigger the bolt charge. And of course, as we kill enemies, rapid enemies that's arc debuff, we spawn an orb power for ourselves and get some health. Okay, and then the third thing you put on in this build will obviously be combination Argent blade to make it that this weapon does, the sword does even more damage when you're doing swings. Okay, you actually could argue and take off singularity blade since you will be doing weakening anyway to get that devour for power pain. You don't technically need this on because your sword already doing weakening on its own, so you could take this off and make it that you have a combination Argent blade to give your sword that 15% extra damage. And then obviously in the last part of the artifact, I don't have it unlocked yet, but you will go with Sword Storm combo and Void Infestation so that you keep everybody weakened out there and do some dumb damage with the sword combo. Okay? But before we continue, shout out to today's sponsor, Deviant.net. Guardians, I would like to recommend you all a great service the Traveler blessed us with, Deviant.net. Here, you can find a team to complete different activities for you, like raids, dungeons, trials, exotics that you don't have, and even power grind. No longer do you have to torture yourself with grind level torture. You can give it to somebody else. You can torture somebody else with it. Okay. All the services can be done without account sharing, so no worries about securing your account and having to give away your login information. To order a service like that, all you have to do is talk to an operator in the bottom right corner where it says chat and schedule a self-play appointment with your order. The website has been working for a long time. It has a lot of players, reviews, and payment methods. You can check out everything yourself, and with the promo code AlchemistKirito, you will have a 15% off discount on all services. If you have any further questions, just ask the operator in the bottom right corner. What you waiting for? Get help from Deviant.net today. Subclass, we're rocking the Void Super. This is allowing our sword to do weakening when we swing with it, and Shadow Shot just an amazing super right now, especially in the new activity with all the enemies that's out there. And combine this with the arc bolt grenade, everybody get jolted. They sharing the jolt damage from each other and tether damage from each other while weakened. It's just amazing damage. So Shadow Shot is good, and every time you pick an orb power, you get a Void Overshield for 70% damage reduction. So yeah, all around Shadow Shot is just amazing here. We got on Acrobat Dodge. Bungie buffed this up. It now has the same cooldown as our other class ability, Gambler's Dodge. So while we proc Ascension, we'll get Amplified and Radiant. So this increasing our damage of our sword by 20%, I believe Radiant does. This buffing the damage of our sword by 20%. We got the Artifact Argent Blade on to increase the sword damage by 15%. And then we also got some Kinetic Surges on our leg piece to give it that 17% extra damage. So we're making our sword do some dumb damage in this build. And then you apply the 15% weaken, you're doing some dumb damage, okay, with this build. We got on Threaded Spike. This is just to sever the enemies. You can just, you know, take the sword off, throw the Threaded Spike, and then swap back to the sword to make the enemies do less damage. Yeah, that's basically it. Give you some dark energy too if you decide you want to use Transcendence. I don't recommend using Transcendence in this build because you want to throw your arc bolt grenades non-stop. But yeah, this is there for you. Melee can be whatever you want, basically what I'm saying. Arc bolt grenade, obviously, for Lucky Raspberry. We got Stylish Executioner on, so we can go invisible every time we kill somebody for survivability. We got on Ascension, like I said, pop Ascension, we get Radiant and Amplified. So we all got M5 on for the 25% damage reduction. We got Devour on in this build for getting our health back every time we get killed, giving us grenade energy. And we'll have Void Overshield every time we pick up an Orb Power off the ground for the kills that we get. Okay, and then invisibility for survivability as well. We got faster protection on for that 15% damage reduction while we swinging our sword close to enemies. We got faster dominance on, this allowing our arcbolt grenade to jolt enemies so we can keep getting it back. Faster to purpose on, this giving us Void Overshield and pick up Orb Power. And then we got faster to hope on, giving us a 60% uptime on our class ability because we got 2 elemental buffs on, which would be Amplified and Radiant whenever I pop Ascension. Armor mods, you're gonna rock Ashes to Assets because you're killing people with your grenade. So you might as well get some super energy for that for your tether to be uptime be higher consistently. We got kinetic charge siphon on. This makes that our arc weapons and kinetic weapons make orbs of power. So every time we kill people with our sword, we'll get some orbs procced out there. And I got special ammo scout to help my teammates out. RMPs, again, I got 2 grenade fonts on because I didn't have 200 grenade stat. If you have 200 grenade stat, obviously put on 3 fire powers. So every time your arcbolt grenade kill the enemies, you make orbs of power out there, keeping that uptime on your armor charges, but also too, you have in your leg piece certain things to make your grenade come back even quicker if you wanted to. Chest piece, we got resist mods on. Put on the melee resist mod so you even tankier, but I got just 3 different elements for this one right here. Lead piece, we got better already on because Devour giving us chunks of health. We just need something to give our health regen started up. So we got better already on, and then I got 2 kinetic weapon surges on to make the sword do more damage. You can't take off one of these and put on the armor mod that says if you pick up Orb Power, you get grenade energy. This one right here, Innovation, in case you want your arcbolt grenades to come back even more insane, but I think you juiced up enough. If you want to put on one of these mods, I would say put on Installation instead to get your class ability back quicker so you can keep spamming Ascension to keep Radiant on for that extra damage for your sword. And then, lastly, class item, we got Reaper on, we pop in Ascension all day, make an orb every time we get a kill with our sword. We got Bomber on to give some grenade injury whenever pop Ascension, and then Powerful Traction to pick up the orbs off the ground. Okay? That's the build, guys. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay at the end of this footage. I really love this build. Bungie, please, just and if you just say we're buffing up arcbolt grenade, I hope I'm the only one using it. I know I'm putting this build out there, but I hope arcbolt grenades are still underused and Bungie say we want to buff up the damage. Because if they do, Lucky Raspberry probably going to be one of my favorite exotics for hunters in general. Okay? Hope you guys enjoyed the build. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys as always. And until next time, stay up.
Objectives complete. Bet that made him angry.